What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the channel, watching the video. Today we are making Mexican food. Now, when we were growing up, we didn't have Mexican food a lot. Mom may have made tacos. I don't remember it with that. We certainly didn't have anything further than that, more complicated than that. Never had Chinese food. Did not have Chinese food till I was in high school. In Montgomery, Alabama, on Southern Boulevard, right in front of the Service Merchandise. There's a Chinese restaurant there. And we had, John and I had our first, John's my twin brother. We had our first Chinese food at this Chinese restaurant right there on Montgomery, Alabama in high school. Anyway, I digress. This is a Mexican food, Mexican-based recipe. It's hot tamales meatballs. Love hot tamales, love tamales. But I've tried to make them before. Oh my God, it's so much work. It was a lot of work. And it wasn't as good as the kind you buy at a restaurant. Plus, it's got straight lard in it, so kind of not the most healthy thing in the world. Anyway, this is a hot tamale meatball. And you use sausage and beef and cornmeal, and you make a meatball, and you cook it in a real basic, like a basic enchilada sauce. This is the recipe for that. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you try it, let me know how you like it. Put your comments down below. And please take a second and subscribe. We are really close to that 1,000 mark, and that's like a major milestone for us. Once we hit that 1,000 mark, it's awesome. So you guys hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Other than that, guys, here comes the recipe, hot tamale meatballs. All right, guys, in a mixing bowl. Now we're just going to use the KitchenAid because it's easier. We're going to put 1 pound of sausage. This is just Tennessee Pride country sausage, mild. You could definitely get the hot if you want it, but I think we got almost a teaspoon of cayenne in here. That's going to be hot enough. So we're going to put that in there. All right. We're going to put 1 pound of ground beef. I got the extra lean ground beef because we're not going to be able to drain this, so I don't want that extra fat in there. And Lord knows the sausage is going to have enough fat already. Now to this, we're going to add 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal. Not the cornmeal mix, but the plain yellow cornmeal. And 1/2 cup of flour. For our seasonings, we're going to put 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 2 teaspoons of cumin, and then this is where you can use what you want to. This is about a little over 1/2 teaspoon or a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So this goes in here. We are going to put about a teaspoon of salt, which I forgot to measure out. Teaspoon of salt. And 3/4 of a cup of V8 juice. All right, that is our, I was going to say gumball. That's our meatball mixture. So let's pull out Hudson. Let him do his work. You can definitely mix this by hand, but why? If you got something that'll do it for you, just let it do it. Let it do its job. Okay, what the problem was. All right, raise it up. It's going to be stiff. Now you want to start that really slow. Just let all of this mix together, let the machine do its work, and then we're going to make meatballs. Okay, I can already smell it. It actually already smells like tamales. That's a good thing. I think that is sufficiently mixed. We'll drop it down. Clean it off. All right. Back to the corner with you, Hudson. So now for the meatballs, we want about a walnut-sized meatball. So I have, sorry for the noise, forgot to get my scoop out. This is about a teaspoon-sized scoop. We're going to use about 2 of those per meatball. So that's 1, 2. Now I just kind of measure it out first, and then I'll go back and roll them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, in a saucepan, this is a pretty deep one. We're going to put, I have a 64-ounce bottle of original V8 juice. I'm saving 3/4 of a cup for the meatballs. I'm just going to use the rest of it because we're not going to drink V8 juice just for the fun of it. So we're going to use this. This kind of makes the base. It's like an enchilada sauce on this. So we're going to pour this. Now, there is a hot and spicy version of V8 juice, which you could definitely use if you really want it hot and spicy, but not for me. So we're going to put that in. And to this, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of cumin, which I can't find my teaspoon measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4 half teaspoons. You can definitely up that if you really like cumin. And then 2 teaspoons of chili powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to let that simmer, get it rolling. Let that simmer for a few minutes, and then we'll put our meatballs in. Let's give that a stir, though. All right, guys. So our sauce has come to a boil. Just want to get it really hot, really good and boiling. And then we're going to drop it down a bit. Let's try it. There it goes. Okay, she's boiling. So we're going to cut that temperature down, and then we're going to put our meatballs in. Now you can put them in however you can take them like that and drop them in. It's too much work for me. I'm just going to drop them in like this. This should drop the heat on this sauce too. Now once we get these in, we don't really want to stir them for a little bit because we want them to cook. Okay, I'm going to toss them around so they can get in as much as possible. All right. So again, we're going to make sure that's at a simmer. We can get them all underneath. Yeah, that's a stubborn one. All right, so he will sit up. So we're going to reduce that to about a simmer. We're going to let that simmer for 1 hour. All right, guys, it has been 1 hour. We're going to take the lid off, make sure it's not popping. Oh, man, it smells so good. So these are done. Look how good they look. Oh, my goodness. And you can smell the cornmeal on them. And I love the way they kind of fall apart. They get really soft. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and try one of these big boys and see what it's all about. Get one of these big boys out. Put a little sauce on it. Oh, they smell so good. They are so hot too. Okay, you can see what they look like. Great texture for a meatball. Awesome. I love the fact you can smell cornmeal. Winston's barking. I'm using the Brava to clean mop the floors. You can hear it about, and Winston barks at it. So. OMG. It reminds me of a tamale, but it's hot, but not crazy hot. The texture is so good. Oh my goodness. The sauce, that V8 sauce, that is really tasty too. But it's not overpowering. That might, don't want to let Mike hear this, that might be better than an Italian meatball. That is incredible. That would make one amazing meatball sub too. That, sir, is a keeper. Anyway, guys, that is my hot tamale meatball, my hot tamale meatballs. If you guys try it, make sure you put a note down below. I'd love to hear from you. Do try it. It's really, really good and really simple. Plus, it makes a ton of meatballs. And guys, if you're not subscribed, just take a second, hit subscribe. We're so close to 1,000. Other than that, guys, you guys have a great week out there. Have a safe week out there. And this is January 1st of 2023. So happy New Year for the ones that are watching this week. Other than that, we will see you guys next week.